We will talk about cryptocurrency in this movie. We will, of course, talk about whether or not we are the possible comeback market. As we watch a comeback happen, it looks like we should now look at the XRP chart. We talked about Bitcoin in the last video, but we'll quickly go over it again. Bitcoin won't be on the screen for more than 30 to 45 seconds before we move on to XRP. After that, we'll go right into what I'm thinking about buying, so sit back and relax. Take a break and let's start a Bitcoin exchange. The price of $93.90 or $69 is going down right now. Ethereum is now worth $3,235, up 7.92% from yesterday. It's not working right now. 12.21% USDT and USDC are both trading at the same value against the dollar, which in this case is $2.15 for XRP. It's down 9.45%, but if we look at what happened in the last hour, we can see a lot of green and the assets that went down the most. It will be hardest to make the changes that get better the fastest. XRP doesn't want to release this, and we'll take a look at it. He talks about the math behind why the dollar is still the world's main currency. The story starts to take shape. $1 DRL Ripple, a safe coin, went live this week. It says we need digital currencies like stablecoins that have a full supply. If the US dollar is going to be used a lot on the web, it should be a digital dollar. That does seem pretty right, doesn't it? Ripple RL, the USD, will become a big thing that the US sells abroad. You should listen, because he wants to see how the new rules affect stablecoins. Federal law has not yet agreed that dollar stablecoins are real electronic money. Once we have that, all companies, government agencies, and banks around the world will be able to use this as digital money. Please use it as a safety measure. Use it, please. If you ask if cryptocurrency is a threat to the US dollar, its potential for broad use in everyday life to make small transactions goes up by a lot. People around the world don't want the dollar, but it is the reserve currency. He said this was the reason why large-scale exports of stablecoins backed by the dollar would make the dollar more competitive. Before anything else, we need full reserve digital dollars like stablecoins to become a big export for the US. Also, if there's going to be an internet currency, it should be a digital dollar by market cap. But the battle is getting tougher because this week companies like PayPal and Ripple released their own stablecoins backed by dollars. According to Do the Profit, it's a really interesting movie. Hey, $3,200 for Ethereum is a gift. 3,000 simple math problems add up to 12,000 times 4, which isn't bad. Could that be our hiding place? Is Ethereum going to be the next big thing? Most of the time, we know how this works. Altcoins like Bitcoin and Ethereum might not be a bad idea, or at least something to think about, right? There are a lot of people in the XRP community who hate Ethereum and what happened there. But we also know that they got away with it because Ethereum is the second biggest digital currency. Right now, I do think it will jump, but if we look at Ethereum and see how badly things have gone, it has dropped about 20% in the last week. It's clear that it will go up and hit 4,000. You don't know, maybe a quick head on it. You might want to pay attention to this money tips. Based on the Bitcoin chart, I can give you a report on the resistance we are now facing. We hope it will lead to help. We're going to talk about the next step around 9:45. Bitcoin needs to break through that support to move on to the next step. If it can get back to 96K, we'll be back where we were, near $100,000 as if nothing had happened. Let us see how the day goes. This is the XRP chart. Let's talk about how to fight back against and help this bad boy. It's true that we don't need help right now. We are sitting at the bench. We are at 215 and are right in the middle at 25. Those of us who own XRP will be interested in the next level up at 220, which is no time away. We'll see if people buy on the dip when the US starts to wake up or sit back because they think this thing will drop even more. XRP has had a hard time lately, especially since this upper resistance area at $271 is in the way. In 2115, we need to hit 220 before we can aim for the 230 to 250 range. The most important number I need is $272. This mid-range will break soon, and I don't think it will take long. We've been cutting around that area for a while, so when we go back a little, the fun really starts. This 272C line will be seen again once that is broken. We will then zoom back up to that $3 area. We will now start to talk about that. Those crazy $48 ranges, it will all happen in 2025. Right now, I don't care what XRP does. I'd really like it to end the year above $2 though. I don't want to go back to the dollar area. I'd rather see us go above 96 and keep going up. We're here. Let us see what the markets do. Even though the price is going down a bit, as I already said, we can't focus on hourly and recent events. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. A trustworthy cryptocurrency says that most people are not excited enough about XRP. Most of the people who use this cryptocurrency Twitter site will be shocked in the coming months. People, that's 11 days in the first quarter of 2025. Given all the news and relationships, there is no reason not to be optimistic about XRP. However, the shock factor will set in and people won't be ready for what's going to happen. Gary Jins, the founder of the stablecoin XRP, is leaving the office to talk about who will take over and who has already said that XRP shouldn't be a security as the case between Ripple and the SEC comes to a close. There is a lot of good news for us from the Jeremy Erkley clip at the beginning of this video to the Trump administration's plan to make cryptocurrency first in the US and think about digital money for the US. This place is really cool. Now is one of the best times ever to own XRP. Next, we see this video of Bitstamp's Ryan Rusin talking about Ripple and XRP. Hey, based on where you think XRP came from, what do you think it will be worth in 2025? That is a great question. I should say that XRP was the real reason I got into the altcoin market back in the day. It was the first digital object I came across. I thought this is going to change the way the world works. XRP is very important to me, you know that. We're pretty happy about XRP, even though it wasn't exactly what we thought would happen. However, I believe that XRP has been greatly hampered by being the SEC's main target for so long. Now that that headwind has died down, I believe XRP has a really solid setup. We talked about the stablecoin that they just released, which is worth at least $50 million on the stock market right now. I know that a lot of people are excited about DeFi, which is happening on top of XRP. I even saw some of the main coin craze on Solana, and I heard some conversations on Ethereum. You know that what happened on Twitter will have an effect on the XRP market. Do you think you have this cloud of regulation that as had been over XRP is lifted, causing the price to rise significantly? You also talked about relationships with institutions, which I think could all help XRP grow. I'm very happy because if a possible XRP ETP comes out, it will definitely be another catalyst that brings in institutional capital and makes it easier for buyers to get XRP. In terms of XRP, I think it is in a great place going into 2024. It probably hasn't been in this grade since before 2020 when it wasn't doing so well. You heard what he said, and he was dead on about 202. If we have an exchange-traded product, banks will join. It will bring in more money because it is easy to trade new investors into XRP, even if it isn't easy to use. Now let's talk about the stablecoin. Let's talk about that. People use the XRP system. For the XRP ledger, XRP is the native gas token. This means that when there are more than 10 million or 10 billion transactions on the ledger, XRP will be used for each one. What do you think? In the first FedNow video, we talked about how RTP is built into Uphold so that you can quickly remove your XRP from the service. The Federal Reserve also talked about faster payments and stablecoins, and you know what? When we look at RLUSD, the more it burns, the less valuable XRP becomes. The sky is blue because they said they wouldn't use a stablecoin that isn't controlled. That means RLUSD is in and Tether is out. Things look even better for the future.